Hi everyone, I want to discuss about for Indian soft power and culture in West Asia, which is hosted into huge portion of Indian diaspora into 8 millions and who are accounted into huge backbone of economic of the region. The diaspora is the strongest element of the soft foreign policy. In recent times, Prime Minister Modi has been personally interactive with the most of leaders in Gulf country cooperate for mutual coordinated strategy of against of pandemics. And the Indian diaspora has been the exchange of culture, civilization, trade, multiple movements, good, capital, services, unique facts of the linkage of region. The major oil companies have their Aramco, Saudi Arabia, and OC are developing a strategic partnership of the company, both public and private. So the boosting of the presence of the Prime Minister Modi has a also in the disaster and Indian diaspora in the regional and with their welfare problems is the telecommunication conservation between Majesty Ahmad bin Al Hassan Khalifa and Kingdom of the Bahraini has assumed that PM Modi has the safety well-being of the community in the stance cooperation of effects of the region. The humanitarian cooperation between peace and security has been quarter GCC summit for Arabian formal declaration create of potential resolution which has been actually for opening postal services in Coasters are started creation of joint operation room. And the recent time, the WHO parasites into UAE and Crown Princess Mohammed Jayed to second humanitarian aircraft in Iran. The surely helping the region of gain to long cooperation of security, stability of stringent of geopolitical goals of interaction and post-pandemic times. The Indian West Asia Asian centuries of syndrome has been SARC initiative in the India has been pandemic diplomacy gaining to the currency and the region of the playing of increasing of Indian proposals and suggestions. In India, as a Prime Minister crown has been Saudi Arabia G20 chairs in testimony of the rising to prestigious in India. Credibility, extension of G20 summit in 26th March 2020 and for enroll human-centric of globalization process. And Iran and Indian Afghanistan policy is a chamber of the port venture of the culture is developing of Central Asian countries. He's dropped into that project has been started to working on that probably domestic political completion. The USA sanctioned into recording of Indian works into the clarity in the but the USA president elections are making into a situation of difficulties. And the one day Mattermoon world largest excavation mission is the aircraft will be around 30 aircrafts including into G7 Globe Master into C-30J and Super Hercules aircraft into Boeing into 777 708 Dreamliner. In the Navy launched project Operation Setu. Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh has been rightly called as the mission of the hope. It is truly into the region. The pandemic diplomacy of that outreach of West Asia is a cultural factor of in the power of post-pandemics and recent times in geopolitical and importance economical. Besides of all Southeast Asia, West Asia is important strategic area of economic strategies and the Gulf of West Asia during of telecommunication, SARCs and B Prince of Kingdom and G20 similarities are useful to addressing the challenges post-global outbreaking into pandemics and instant of confidence. And last one is the coordination of regional response of COVID-19. The most of war tones of violence we can long ring into the infrastructure, healthcare facilities is not good to the enough the facilities of enormity of pandemic. And the West Asia countries as Gulf of the particularly like to follow Indian morals and guidance respective of them. Last one, during the conversation between the Sultan Somain after to 17th April has given to the possibility of supporting to important of extent of neighborhoods. The India has the largest two Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia and quarter and the rate of quarter is a pandemic set of consequences which is the devastation.